Peter Rabbit is the first Sony Pictures Animation film this year. Yeah, we have 3 from them in 2018, just like last year, where their movies ranged from okay to why does this exist? Peter Rabbit is based on the British storybooks from Beatrix Potter, which I'm not actually too familiar with. I only knew of its existence and that's it. I think that Sony saw the success of the first Paddington film and figured, hey, Peter Rabbit is in the public domain now, we can make a movie based on British children's books too. Coincidentally, Peter Rabbit released just a month after Paddington 2 in America. The story follows a mischievous rabbit and his family, minus the parents because they're dead in this movie. They frequently go through the garden of Mr. McGregor and steal his vegetables. If you've seen the trailer, you probably thought that the actor Domhnall Gleeson was the old man McGregor in this, but actually he's just related. The old man McGregor actually straight up dies within the first 10 minutes of the film. I didn't recognize him because of the beard, but apparently he was played by Sam Neill of all people. So Domhnall Gleeson's character Thomas inherits the house, but he doesn't want anything to do with it, so he decides he wants to sell it. Once he arrives at the house though, all the animals have made it a mess, so he cleans it up. There's another character by the name of Bee who is a neighbor to the McGregor house and friendly to Peter and his family. She also draws watercolor paintings of the animals and... Wait, is this character just an insert of Beatrix Potter? She's even named Bee. Though to be fair, the character is probably just a tribute to how the Peter Rabbit cartoon would open up with an actress portraying Beatrix painting in the beginning of each episode. Like I said in the beginning of this review, I'm not completely familiar with the Peter Rabbit lore. Thomas starts falling for Bee, and that's where the conflict of the film arises. Because Bee likes the rabbits, but Thomas wants them gone. And Peter doesn't like the fact that Bee and Thomas are falling for each other. Now, this film could have been almost as good as the Paddington films. And that's what really frustrates me about it. Like Andre Meadows said in his review, this movie feels like 2 different films. One is the typical live-action CGI hybrid we've seen time and again, and the other is one that could actually be good. There's a lot of British humor and decent slapstick in this, but it's always ruined by something. First of all, the pop songs are really irritating. I don't know why Sony insists on using them. There are at least 15 used in this movie. I'm not even exaggerating. I looked up songs used in the Peter Rabbit movie, and there's a long list. I went through them, and yep, I recognized every one of them from the film. Second, while the animation looks pretty good on some characters, it looks really jarring on others. Specifically with the birds. I don't know what it is, but they're the first characters you see, and they just look very uncanny when they start singing. Third, the movie relies a lot on pop culture references, a little too much on slapstick, and explaining its own jokes. I understand that part of the humor in some of the jokes is the characters actually explaining the jokes to each other, but it felt very off and unnecessary. And finally, I felt like this movie was teasing me. No, for real. There's actually 2D animation in this. Once through a flashback, and again with the ending credits sequence. Which kinda made me a bit salty because I was thinking, why aren't they showing this movie? I never watched the Peter Rabbit cartoon as a kid, so I wasn't aware something like that already existed. Apparently they're all uploaded to YouTube, so you can go watch them there if you're curious. Seeing that 2D animation reminded me that Sony can make stuff that looks good and appealing. And that's what makes me so frustrated with them. It's probably just corporate meddling into why their films so often fall under this trap of trying so hard to appeal to the masses, then failing miserably. Peter Rabbit isn't a terrible movie, but it could have been a lot better. It just disappoints me because I could see the potential there. So if you have seen Peter Rabbit, tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you liked it in this new way of doing reviews. I've done stuff like this in the past, but I haven't done it in a long time, so I want to try doing it again. And hopefully you will like it. I like this new direction that I'm going in. So tell me what you think of it down in the comments, and I'll probably be doing it at least for the animated movie reviews. So thank you again for watching, and thank you so much to my patrons. You guys are great. And I'll see you in the next video.